Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up the young and the restless spoilers and updates reveal. Victor Newman Eric Braeden might be preparing for a significant sacrifice, with Jordan Colleen Zink and Ion Ward. Ray Wise, still at large, Genoa City is certainly facing even greater peril. There are strong indications that Victor is poised to make a significant sacrifice for the Newman family, potentially even risking his own life. In the episode airing on December 27, I&R provided a dark clue regarding Victor's future during a conversation with Claire. Newman Cole Howard J. Eddie Peake expressed his admiration for Victor's fierce protection of his loved ones. He emphasized that he wasn't being overly dramatic, rather he genuinely felt that Victor would go to any lengths, even sacrificing himself for any member of the family if the situation demanded. Eric Braeden has consistently dismissed any rumors about his retirement being on the horizon. The recent edition of the revamped ranch, set for Victor and Nikki Newman Melody Thomas Scott, suggests that the show has exciting plans for the duo. While there's no indication that Victor is truly facing his end, Cole's comments highlight Victor's readiness to confront such challenges. This could mean that the series is gearing up for a tense near-death scenario for Victor as he strives to shield his loved ones from threats posed by Jordan and Ian. The stakes are bound to rise dramatically. In a dramatic turn of events, Victor could find himself gravely injured and admitted to the hospital. In a selfless act, he might attempt to sacrifice his own life to save Claire or any other member of the Newman family in danger. This scenario could validate Cole's earlier assertion, as Victor comes perilously close to death while defending those he cherishes. If the storyline unfolds this way, we might witness the Newmans uniting around Victor's bedside during his coma, showcasing their unwavering support. Ultimately, Victor could be on the brink of losing his life in his quest to safeguard the Newman legacy. It appears that if a character is truly going to meet their demise, Cole is the most likely candidate. His expressed admiration for Victor and his claim of sharing the same level of dedication suggest he might be the one to face the ultimate sacrifice. Meanwhile, the young and the restless has hinted at potential danger for Victor, especially with his comments about being willing to die for his family. This dialogue could serve as a foreshadowing of intense moments to come, so keep an eye out for any further unsettling developments. Spoilers indicate that Jordan and Ion will be putting lives at risk in one way or another. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Y&R right now. Come back here often for the young and the restless spoilers, news and updates. Rita Ryan has been writing since the age of 13, starting with songs and later short plays and articles. In her teenage years, she was known as Rita Lorraine and tried to get into the country music recording industry in the 1970s and later the gospel music industry in the 1990s. Now, she concentrates her writing on soap opera. Spoilers, specializing in General Hospital, aspires to write a series of family-friendly mysteries in the Hallmark movies and mystery style, and the rest of her time is spent being grandma to her 3 grandchildren and cat mama to Molly and Missy. She is married to her childhood sweetheart, who she rediscovered after 30 years apart. The world of the young and the restless Y&R has always been filled with twists, turns, and the kind of drama that makes it impossible to look away. For years, one of the show's central pillars has been the figure of Victor Newman, also known as the Mage. His larger-than-life persona, power struggles, and complicated relationships with his family have made him a beloved yet feared figure in Genoa City. However, recent spoilers suggest that Victor's future might be hanging in the balance in a way viewers have never seen before. Could it be that the patriarch of the Newman family is finally facing his own mortality? Fans are bracing themselves for what could be a game-changing moment in the show's history. Let's break down the spoilers and what this means for Victor's fate and for the entire Newman legacy. Victor Newman is no stranger to danger. Throughout the young and the restless, he has survived countless physical altercations near death. experiences and health scares often emerging more formidable than ever. His sheer willpower and determination have been his guiding principles, but it seems the unthinkable might be happening. The May's fate could be in jeopardy, with whispers of a grim near-death hint echoing through the latest episodes. Victor's age is starting to show, and with that comes a vulnerability that hasn't been part of his character until now. As a ruthless businessman who built an empire from nothing, he has always been invincible in his own eyes. But time, as it does for everyone, may be catching up with him. This shift in his storyline seems to signal that Victor's world may be about to change forever, and not necessarily for the better. In recent episodes, fans have witnessed Victor's behavior becoming more reflective. He has begun looking back on his achievements, and those closest to him, particularly his children, are noticing a subtle change in his demeanor. Is Victor beginning to accept that he's not invulnerable? The once mighty Thai of Genoa City might be forced to confront his own mortality in a way that could deeply impact both his family and the entire town. The spoilers surrounding Victor's potential near-death experience have raised alarm bells among fans. Victor's health has been a point of concern in recent weeks. A chance encounter with an old rival or a surprising medical issue could set the stage for a life-or-death struggle. Whether it's a health crisis or an accident, the question on every fan's mind is, can Victor survive this? Recent teasers from the show hint that Victor might be on the brink of a life-changing moment. It's unclear whether this near-death scenario will be a physical illness, an emotional crisis, or a violent altercation that brings him face-to-face with his own limitations. What we do know is that something major is brewing, and it's causing waves throughout the entire Newman family. Victor's children, particularly Victoria and Nicholas, have always been the apple of his eye. Though their relationships with him have been far from perfect, for Victoria there is always an undercurrent of rivalry, as she's had to fight to prove her worth to her father. For Nicholas, the story is more about a complicated father-son bond, often fueled by Nicholas's need to escape from under Victor's shadow. What would happen to these strained relationships if their father's life were truly in jeopardy? Victor's health scare could serve as a catalyst for these characters to reflect on their own lives and what they mean to each other. With Victor's fate hanging in the balance, the state for his children are higher than ever. Will they rally around their father, or will his near-death experience unravel all the progress they've made in their strained relationships? Fans can expect dramatic confrontations, long-held secrets to come to light, and perhaps a few moments of reconciliation. Victor Newman has made a career of ruthless business tactics, and part of his mystique lies in his ability to always stay one step ahead of his enemies. But what happens when the game changes? If Victor is truly facing a life-or-death situation, it could cause a massive power vacuum in Genoa City. If Victor can't recover, or if he decides to retire or step down from Newman Enterprises, the fallout could be immense. Victor's children, especially Victoria and Adam, have longed for their father's empire, and while they have been included in various roles at Newman Enterprises, they have never been able to completely fill Victor's shoes. Adam, in particular, has a complicated relationship with his father filled with resentment and the desire for power. However, this might be the time when Adam steps up to claim his place at the top of the Newman Empire. Could this lead to a power struggle that fractures the family even further? Victoria, on the other hand, has always been the heir apparent to Newman Enterprises, but the looming possibility of Victor's health taking a turn for the worst could put her in the position of having to prove herself not just to her father but to the rest of the world. It will be interesting to see if Victoria can rise to the challenge, or if her relationship with her father is too fractured for her to take over the family business without further conflict with Victor's future. Uncertain, the stage is set for a ruthless battle between the members of the Newman family. A power struggle of this magnitude could bring long-lasting consequences, and viewers will be on the edge of their seats as they watch how this scenario unfolds. It is hard to imagine the young and the restless without Victor Newman at the helm. His larger-than-life presence has been a constant throughout the show's history, and the idea of losing him, whether temporarily or permanently, feels almost unthinkable. If Victor's near-death hit turns into something more serious, the show will face an existential crisis. The entire dynamic of Genoa City, and especially the Newman family, would change in ways that are hard to predict. Victor's departure would also have significant ramifications for his other relationships, particularly with Nikki.